Hey guys, okay, we've talked about all the basics. You now know how to work your back office. You now know how to sign up customers and ambassadors and the differences between that. And now we're going to talk about really getting yourself out there for the business. So usually when people tell me, okay, I'm ready to work the business, what do I do? And then I tell them, okay, you need to post on Facebook daily. That's when they're like, "Ah," and they freak out. And they're like, no, 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 I don't want to bother my friends and family. I will not post on Facebook. I don't want to post on Facebook at all. Or maybe I'll post once a week, but I really don't want to overrun people. Oh, and honestly, I'm just going to wait until I have a story and have my own testimony, and then I'll share. Okay, so that's like the most common response I get. So people tell me, yes, I'm ready to do whatever I want. I need to. And then when I tell them they need to do what they need to do, they kind of had this freak out moment. So I want to explain why it's so important to post on Facebook daily and why it's so important to share with your friends and family. Okay, so this, y'all, is a network marketing company. What do you use in a network marketing company? You use your network. What's the easiest way to do that? Well, you can either call up people and tell them what you're doing, or you can post on social media and reach a mass amount of people in a short amount of time. So let me go through some things that people tell me why they cannot post on Facebook. I don't want to bother my friends. I don't want to be annoying. Okay, let me deal with those two things first. Facebook has an algorithm, okay? So what it is think about all your friends you have on Facebook. I have like over 1,500, I think. I can assure you I do not see all 1,500 of their posts every single day. This is why. Sometimes they post when I'm not on Facebook. Sometimes I just haven't seen any of their stuff in a while, so I haven't interacted with them. So their stuff is not popping up in my newsfeed anymore. In your newsfeed, you probably notice that people that you interact with a lot, those are people that you see. That's because Facebook has that algorithm where the more interaction you have with people, the more that you're going to see their stuff. So if you don't interact with people, you're randomly going to see their stuff every once in a while. I post on Facebook about Plexus like 2 to 3 times a day. I know that everyone is not seeing all those posts because of that algorithm. So people that are in the morning, people that get on Facebook in the morning are not going to see my nighttime post or my midday post, or people that are on Facebook at night are not going to see my morning post. So don't think that every single person in your audience is going to see every single post that you post. It just isn't going to happen unless people are just constantly on Facebook, which is not the case because people have lives, right? So that's the first thing that I say that people have issues with. I don't want to annoy my friends. Here's what I say to that also. You want to get with your upline or the person that told you about Plexus or someone on your team and go start following their Facebook. Go start creeping their Facebook. I bet you that they are not salesy with the way that they do Plexus. We do not want to be salesy at all. What does that mean? We do not want to go to Pinterest, copy and paste an ad that says, join me now, or whatever the case may be, and post it on our Facebook because it looks super salesy. No one wants to join a company like that. And I'm not knocking. I used to do that when I first started Plexus too because I did not know better. But now I know. One of my friends once told me, and I love the way she said it, you post about your dog, you post about your husband, you post about your kids, you post about Plexus. Plexus should just be a part of your everyday life. It shouldn't be something that seems forced or shoved upon people. It just seemed like a part of your daily life. What's a good way to do that? Take a picture of the pink drink. Oh, so glad I'm going to have my pink drink today. I have so much to do. Glad I won't be having an afternoon crash. Done. The more that you can put pictures of you in it with your Plexus or your products, the better. Not those ads that, like I said, say, join me now. Because let me tell you what happens when I see stuff like that on Facebook for other companies. I scroll right past it. So think when you're posting on Facebook, okay, if I was scrolling past this, would I reach out to this person or would I be irritated? If it's something I would be irritated about, don't post it. So think about that every time before you post. Another thing that I get from people is, well, I don't want to start posting until I have my own story. I tell people this all the time. Okay, people like journeys. They like to follow your stories. Why do you think there's so many blogs out there that are so successful? It's because people love to follow journeys, okay? So think about, okay, pretend I just got pregnant and then I like closed off from the world for 9 months. And all of a sudden in 9 months, I popped up with this like miracle and everyone's confused because they're like, what? I have no idea what just happened. Last time I talked to you, You weren't even planning on having kids and now you have this baby. So rather than rejoicing with me and being happy for me, people are confused. That's what happens when you hide your Plexus journey. So let's say in 3 months you pop up, you lost 30 pounds and you're doing all these praises about Plexus. People are like, how do I even know that's what got her to lose all that weight? I didn't even know she was on Plexus. So think about it like that. People want your journey. So if you start from the very beginning, day one of you getting your products in, day one of you joining, sharing, people are intrigued and they're going to be coming back and they're going to be looking for that next post. They're going to be encouraged by you. They're going to follow your story and then they're going to join you. The products are amazing, no doubt, but when people join you, it's because they join you as a person, not the products. That's just kind of an extra thing. So a good thing, first post would be, I encourage all my ambassadors, take a picture with your pink drink, take a little selfie and say, y'all, I am so excited to try this. I've had so many people that I've heard have gotten off the caffeine. I cannot wait to kick my monster addict or addiction or whatever. Boom, first post done. Or so many people have lost so much weight. I want to be looking good for the holidays. Something. Just post something that is personable to you. Share what others have gotten from Plexus, gotten out of Plexus, and then post that. So then people are saying, okay, she's on these products. This is what she's looking to get. Let me see if they really do what she says they're going to do. So do not wait. I've had so many people, I promise you, I cannot count them, that say, I'm going to wait until I get a story to share with people. No need for that. Share from day one. Also, posting consistently. I've already talked about how important it is to post consistently. Let me tell you why. My sponsor, Jill Renfro, worked across the hall from me teaching. I saw her every single day. Never once in person did I ask her about Plexus. Never once. I was a total skeptic. I'd Googled everything from what does Plexus do for you that's bad for you? How is Plexus bad for you? People gaining weight after they've been on Plexus for whatever, whatever. Just anything that was, okay, I know these products don't work, so I'm going to find one person on the internet that tells me that they don't work and I'm going to believe them. That was totally me. But you know what I did? I went back to Jill's Facebook page every single day to make sure that she did not quit, because y'all, people are looking for you to quit. They are. That's just the nature of the beast. People are super skeptical about network marketing companies, and they're waiting for you to, try this for a month and jump off and jump on to the next thing. But when you're consistent, you're posting daily, that's what intrigues people. If I were to guess, if you're watching this video, you did not start Plexus the first day that someone told you about it. I'm going to guess that you probably started creeping their Facebook page. I'm going to guess that, you started researching about stuff for yourself, and then they followed up with you at just the right time and you joined them. Same thing with the people that you're talking to about Plexus. You have to build that belief in them. You have to build that belief. I had to get my belief built. Others need their belief built as well. So that's why we consistently post. And guess what? When Jill wouldn't post until 11 o'clock at night, I would think, oh, I knew she quit. I knew she quit. And then sure enough, she'd post that night, late that night. And I would be like, oh, wow, she's still on Plexus. Good for her. And then 9 months later, look what I did. Not once did I mention it to her. I busted into her classroom one day and I said, okay, sign me up. I'm ready to start Plexus. And then I hit the ground running. And now I am one of her top people on her team. So that just goes to show you, never give up, never stop posting. Another thing about posting is why you're consistent about it. There's kind of two components to being successful with your business: posting and then telling people what you're doing. Obviously, if you don't tell people what you're doing, they're not going to know. If there's a new restaurant that opens in town, they don't advertise. They may be the best restaurant in town, but if they don't advertise, no one knows about them. You have to let people know what you're doing. You have to. And you have to get this wall down of, because I had it too, this wall down of, oh, what are my friends going to think of me? They're going to think that they're just a dollar sign to me. No, these products are incredible. You're sharing with them what you love, just like you share the restaurant that you love. You're sharing with them what you love. If they don't want it, they don't want it. That's fine. But you have to get this wall down of, oh, what are they going to think of me? Who cares? Do they pay your bills? No. Once they start paying their bills or your bills, maybe you can start taking their opinions. Until then, you have to do what's best for you. And this business is too good not to take advantage of it and share. I will tell you, this business is too good not to share what these products do and take advantage of it. So let's say you're reaching out to people and you're on Facebook, you're private messaging people, telling them what you're doing. Guess what the first thing that they're going to do is they're going to click on your name and they're going to go to your Facebook profile or Instagram, whatever you use for social media, and they're going to scroll. And if you've been telling them, oh, girl, you have to get on this product, it's incredible, it's done so much for me, and yada, 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 and then they go to your Facebook page and you have nothing about Plexus, they're going to be really confused. They're going to be like, well, this girl says this product is so good, but it doesn't even look like it's part of her life. Is she just making this up? Then they're really going to think that you're just going to them for a sale. But let's say I reach out to someone, they click on my profile, they scroll, they know that I'm a Plexus girl. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. They know that I am passionate about Plexus. I'm passionate about products. I'm passionate about the business. They know. So they're already going to have that belief built in them. Now, they still may not answer me. They still may ignore me. They still may not get back to me for 4 months. But guess what? That seed is planted, and I bet you they're going to start going to my Facebook profile because they're intrigued and they're curious about what I'm going to say about Plexus. So that's kind of all I'm going to say about posting, but it is super important. Ideas for posting. Okay, this is where you can get ideas for posting. That testimonies page that I share with you. Go to the testimonies page. Share some incredible testimonies with some folks. I did that a lot in the beginning and got really high customer base and some good paychecks in the beginning because of that. Go to your uplines page. Look at their page. If they're actively working the business, they're probably posting on Facebook. Not probably, they are posting on Facebook. If your upline is not working, go to the next upline and go to their Facebook profile and follow them and see what they have to post. I copied and pasted so many things from my sponsor in the beginning and kind of tweaked them towards me because I had no idea what I was doing with Plexus. I had no idea, but I knew that the money was there. I knew that the products were incredible, so I knew that I needed to be posting. So go to your team page and say, hey, y'all, I need some posting ideas. Can I follow anyone on here? Or can I add any of you so that I can check out your profiles? Add some folks that do Plexus, look at what they're posting, and use their stuff. Use their stuff. We are one Plexus. We help each other out. So I would encourage you to not just copy and paste directly, but to copy and then change the words so it sounds like you, because your audience is going to know if you're just copying and pasting someone else's words. But it gives you ideas. So that's a great place to look for posts. So testimonies page, team pages, and then following people that do Plexus and kind of seeing what they do, finding people that you like, and then kind of tweak what they say. So the next thing that I'm going to talk about is, just a second. Okay, network. How to reach out to your network. So I really encourage you to make your Franks list, Franks. And anyone in network marketing knows about this. You're just going to make a list of friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, and the K is your kids' connection. So maybe like, your kids' parents or in your kids' sports clubs, anyone from there. The S is social networks. So if you volunteer anywhere, if you are a part of anything at church, anything like that. And then I like to add an extra S, and that's for strangers. Oftentimes, strangers get on Plexus a lot faster than people that you know, because people that we know, unfortunately, question us a lot more than people that we do not know. So just going out and, Walmart, Target, whatever, going out and just really listening to people's conversations. And I bet if you listen, you'll realize that you're going to start hearing people talk about, I need to lose weight. Oh my gosh, I feel so sick. And then you can just nonchalantly kind of butt in and be like, hey, I didn't need to eavesdrop, but I heard you talk about blah, blah, blah. Have you ever heard about Plexus? Nonchalantly. And what I like to do too is add those people on Facebook. So I'll tell them, hey girl, I'm going to add you on Facebook, and then I'll give them my phone. They'll add themselves on Facebook. I'll screenshot their name so I remember who they are. And then I'll just follow up with them and say, hey, it was so great meeting you today. Hey, create my page. Remember when I told you about Plexus? Just create my Facebook page. I post on there all the time. And you can kind of, look into it yourself and see what you think. And then I'll keep on following up with them. So it gives you like kind of an in. So again, write a list of people out and then start contacting from the top of the list to the bottom of the list and telling them that you're doing Plexus, what Plexus is about, and then if they would like to join you. That's all it is. It's very, very, very like a non-abrasive way. And anyone that's going to be on this list is going to be people that you know, people that trust you. So it's just getting yourself and your brain out of your way and really just having those conversations with people and telling them how great the products are, what they're doing, and what they could do for them. Okay. So that is the Franks list. Friends, also all your friends, anyone you know through your friends, your relatives, your acquaintances. N is for neighbors. K is for kids connections. S is for social networks. Then I like to add the extra S for strangers. I love strangers. I love it. I love talking to people. And y'all, yes, I was super nervous and I totally botched my first like 10 deliveries to strangers, but you do get more comfortable. And then the last thing I'm going to talk about is kind of expanding your network. So yes, you're eventually going to get tapped out. You're going to get tapped out, or think you're tapped out. You're really not ever tapped out. But eventually, when you're in this long enough, you're like, okay, I've contacted 1 million people. Who do I look for now? Great ways to expand your networks are to get involved in more groups. Get involved in that church group you've been wanting to forever. Get involved with volunteering. Get involved at your kids' school. Get involved on other social network groups. So this is a big one. A lot of people in Plexus have grown their business strictly on this, and that is groups on social networks. So on Facebook, they have like moms groups, breastfeeding groups, bride groups, buy sell trade groups. They have expectant mother groups, I might have already said breastfeeding groups, hobby groups, teacher groups. There's all these different groups on Facebook that you can join, and then just start interacting with people in there. Don't just blast Plexus and say, boom, who wants to join me? Do not do that. You're going to turn people off. But what you can do is really develop true relationships with these people. Then after you do that, then they're going to start seeing your stuff on your Facebook because you added them as a friend, and then they're going to reach out to you, or you can reach out to them when you feel like the time is right and say, hey girl, this is not me pitching you at all, but I've just seen on your Facebook how tired you are all the time, how you're having a hard time keeping up with your kids, and have you ever heard of Plexus? It's really helped me and so many others with energy. I would love to give you some information. Boom. Super easy. You weren't pushy with them at all, and you'd already developed these friendships with people, so you're going to have great success. So those groups are amazing. So what I would suggest is start interacting and then add people as friends, and then when the time is right, put Plexus in there. And then the last thing, I know I said that was the last thing, but for real, the last thing is follow-ups. They say that 80%, and it's true, and they is like network marketing statistic gurus, 80% of sales in network marketing are done between the 5th and 12th contact. This is so true. I cannot tell you how true this is, y'all. I cannot tell you. Very few people are going to buy Plexus the very first time that they tell you about it, just because they're skeptical. Like I said, they need more information, they need more education, and they aren't ready yet. Maybe the timing is not right. So when you follow up with them, what you should do is give them new information. So what I used to do in the beginning is I used to say, hey girl, just checking on you. Do you have any more questions? No, they're never going to answer that. But what you can do is instead is, send them an article about magnesium helps, how magnesium helps sleep, and say, hey, I know that you said that you had trouble sleeping. I came across this article and I thought that you might be interested. We do have a cleanse that it's a magnesium supplement. And this is why people are having such great sleep on our products. Check it out. Do you have time to look at it today? Boom. Send them the article so they can read over. It's giving them new information. Or, hey girl, we're having an online opportunity tomorrow. Are you free at 8? There's some stories on there that I think that you would really connect with. I would love for you to hop on. Can I send you the link? Boom. That's a follow-up. Y'all, I have followed up with people for over a year, and then they finally joined because the timing was right, or because they finally have looked it up and are convinced that Plexus has worked for them. When it comes down to it, people just want to know 2 things, Can I trust you to help me with these products? And what are these products going to do for me? Are they going to help me? That's really all that people want to know with Plexus. You don't have to know every ingredient to sell to people. I still look at these labels and I'm like, what the heck is like surapatase? I don't even know how to say that. But guess what? When people do ask about the ingredients, I can look it up and I can send them an ingredients list and they can decipher for themselves whether it's what they want to do or not. But people just really want to know, are the products going to work for me? And when I make this investment, am I getting a return on my investment? That's all people want to know. So don't think that you have to know every ingredient in every product and what they do and how it works. Is it helpful to know that long term? Of course it is, but you don't need to know everything, y'all. We like to say, earn while you learn. You might as well start earning money and then learning as you go. I've been in Plexus for a while now. Still learning every single day. That's why you attend trainings. That's why you look at YouTube. That's why we're going to give you some resources to help you out. You do not need to know everything in the beginning, though, to get started. So I'm going to kind of wrap it up there. But the big things, again, y'all, posting on Facebook daily. There's no excuse for you to not post on Facebook daily if you want this business to work for you. You have to post on Facebook daily. That's where about 99 of my business comes from is posting on Facebook. Also expanding your network and reaching out to your network, looking at that Frank's list and making a list of people and then going through and just contacting every person on that list. And then also following up and how important that really is. And I will say, y'all, success loves speed. So the longer it takes for you to get started and the longer it takes for you to see success, the less likely this is going to work out for you. But the faster that you say, you know what, I'm going to do this, boom, and you kind of gas pedal to the floor, go for it. I know it's uncomfortable. I know that you're not ready for it, but you have a great team that is going to help you with this. So really think about that. Success loves speed. Success loves speed. Am I going to go in this, pedal to the metal, or am I going to back up for 6 months and say, well, let's see if this works for me or not? I promise you the people that do the second one and are really hesitant to get started are the ones that usually drop out. So keep that in mind, y'all. Y'all have a good one, and we will post some more trainings tomorrow.